Howdy folks, Nathan ADLEN here with the Fast Lane Truck, and I am in beautiful, and I mean beautiful, Chelsea, Michigan. Ram flew us out here to the FCA Chrysler Proving Grounds, and we had an opportunity to drive their full line of trucks, but most importantly, the one behind me. This is the Ram Heavy Duty 5500, and as you can tell, it has been upfitted with a bed filled with dirt. And coming up next, we're going to play with the truck, and we're going to be doing a little bit of dirt play too.
Passenger, there you go.
All right, so what are we hauling? I'll tell you, first of all, understand that this does not come with the truck. This is an upfitter who put the dumper on here. But this is what we have in the back. Dirt, about 4,000 pounds of it, which ought to make for interesting driving. Now keep in mind, this is a dumper, so it does articulate back and whatnot, and all of the controls are right there inside the truck, right where you sit. We're TFL truck. We prefer to go up and over a bridge, or more importantly, up and over the gauntlet, something at high elevation. But this gives us a little chance just to get the feel for what these vehicles can do. And I can tell you that right now, cruising at about 50 miles per hour, no problem. With the weight in the bed, it really makes the ride pretty pleasant. If the bed was empty, you'd be kind of chattering, which is the case of all trucks in this class. This is the business end right here. 325 horsepower, but more importantly, 750 pound-feet of torque coming through a 6.7-liter Cummins turbo diesel engine. An ADLEN 6-speed automatic transmission. Heavy duty, pipes all the power through the rear wheels, and this one is 4-wheel drive, so it can do all four. Now, according to Ram, best in class right here. You may be wondering, hey, wait a minute, aren't the numbers different with other trucks? And yes, they are. Because this is a chassis cab, this has a slightly different number rating than some of the other trucks. Six-speed ADLEN, 4-wheel drive vehicle, solid front axle. This is the beef. Now what's really interesting is they actually have a special module that's underneath here that allows outfitters just to plug right in so they can have full lights. If it's an ambulance in the back, or a box, or a dump in this case, flatbed, a wrecker. The overall driving experience with the dirt in the back is pretty nice. I would like to throw it in the 4-wheel drive, but it's not going to really, all I'm going to do is slow it down, and I'd rather not do that. Now, what you're not able to see here is they have signs telling you what type of street imperfections they have built in here. They have potholes, they have raised slabs, they have 8mm up vertical, 8mm down, so you're able to log this information as you're testing on this loop. Now that's not for us, that's for the actual people, the engineers and whatnot that work and do the little thing here. So it's an enjoyable drive. And this thing just could care less that there's 4,000 pounds in the back. Here we go. Straight back, about to dump. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna actuate the back. It's gonna be awesome. There is a PTO in here, but this lower the back gate. And now I'm gonna, you guys ready? And this is the control. It's very simple, up and down basically. And in this case, it's just right under here. You can pull it out and use it. Obviously, for those of you who have different types of loads that you're carrying or different types of upfitted beds, you have different things. But in this particular case, it's pretty simple. Yeah, look at that. All the times you played in the sandbox. Yeah, big sandbox. You can feel the truck getting lighter and lighter as 4,000 pounds of dirt just go out. Alrighty folks, so I have the sticker here. And keep in mind, the upfitter for this bed has not been quoted in terms of price. So what we have is starting at $40,370, a basic truck, and then with the added goodies, total price is $53,285 before the dumper. Now, you might be wondering what that's for. Well, for one thing, there's upgrades, including the rear axle, which is a 488. And then you have other neat little items like the engine and transmission upgrades to the heavy-duty versions. And altogether, that's $7,590 worth of extras. So yeah, it's part of the package. But something very important to understand, we haven't had an opportunity to really take this thing and beat it up and take it off-road or anything like that. As it stands, this truck represents the 5500 class in probably the best possible way because it was hauling over 4,000 pounds, and that's including, of course, the bed. And because of that, as it drove on the road, it was great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tiny snippet into the functionality and usefulness of the Ram 5500. For the Fast Lane Truck, this is Nathan ADLEN. Don't forget to go to tfltruck.com for news, views, and real-world reviews. See you later. Yeah, it's a little bit bumpy. The seat is actually really spongy, so it does help absorb some of that. Back in the day, that was really the only way to make me comfortable, was to have a little bit of spring in the seat. And even though I'm about 6'2", it's actually a relatively comfortable seating position. I mean, I couldn't imagine doing this all day long with absolutely no heat or anything else, but you did have air conditioning once you open these vents up and turn them towards you. And 9 out of 10, you'd probably be smoking and ashing all over the place. And there were only minor explosions of these types of trucks that were recorded in history. So.